Go ahead.
Wait, is that wall in the frame?
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
The NASA Vehicle Assembly Building is so vast on the inside. It has its own weather. It has its own clouds, and it rains inside of it. It's a warehouse with its own weather.
That's pretty neat.
The game the video game on the NES, Duck Hunt, is actually 2 players. When you insert a controller into the second port, the second player has the ability to control the ducks. There are more fake flamingos in the world than there are real ones. The average adult human has 2 to 9 pounds of bacteria in their body. Blue whales have a heart the size of a VW Beetle, and it is very possible for you to be able to swim in some of its arteries.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
There are more atoms in a single glass of water than glasses if you were to pour all the ocean into glasses. So if you were to pour the ocean into individual glasses, there would still be more atoms in 1 cup of tap water than cups.
How neat is that?
Half of all humans that have lived died because of malaria. Alcohol is considered a performance-enhancing drug in competitive shooting competitions. Charlie Chaplin, a famous actor in silent movies as a comedian, entered a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest and came in 3rd place. If you shuffle a deck of cards, chances are that the new order that is now shuffled has probably never existed before. Of all the people in the history of all mankind, if they all reached 65 years of age, half of those people are alive right now. If you fold over a piece of paper 42 times, it will reach the moon. So if you take a paper, fold it like that, that's 1 fold. 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds. If you do that, once you get to the 42nd fold, which is impossible, it would reach the moon. 54 million people alive right now will die within the next year. It's pretty interesting.
That's pretty neat.
You replace every particle in the living body every 7 years. So you are not the same exact person you were 7 years ago, because all your particles in your body have changed. When your mom was born, she already had the egg in her body that contained you. That's right, you are already alive as a single cell when your mom was born. So that means that all of us could be anywhere from 20 to 30 years old, depending on your mom's age.
That's
Pretty interesting. A tree is the exact opposite of your lungs, both physically and functionally. Mayonnaise is just oil and eggs. That's all it is. The sun is 400 times further from the earth than the moon, but the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun. All the humans in the world could fit into 1 cubic mile. That's like the Grand Canyon. You know the Grand Canyon? Just pile of people. That's the equivalent. Okay? So just the Grand Canyon, you would have a small pile of people that wouldn't even reach the top or the sides. If you think about it, there's not a lot of people. Go.
The GOAT.
Goats have rectangular pupils. This is their eyes. It's interesting just to have a rectangular pupil, because is it a cone in the iris? Or is it now a rectangular prism? If there was no space in between any of the atoms, the Earth would be the size of a baseball. Back to the pile of humans I was talking about with the Grand Canyon. If you were to take that pile and put it next to a pile of all the ants in the world, the ants' hill would be bigger than the humans, because the pile of ants has more mass. You know when people say, hey, I'm stuck in traffic, they're lying to you. They're not stuck in traffic, they are the traffic. Why are they texting you? That's kind of a no-no. Sometimes sloths are a little slow in the brain too. You see, when a sloth is climbing, it will sometimes grab its own arm by mistake and then fall to its death. What you doing, man?
Sorry, I just intruded.
No, it's alright.
Well, I just had extra time because I just got back from Key Club, and so I was like, you want a piece? You can turn off the
Yeah, it's alright.
You doing okay?
Yeah. I just have to get some facts down. Penguins will give their mate a pebble as a method of proposing to them. Like, hey babe, I got you a nice shiny pebble. How about you and me? We get married. Also on that subject, Mr. Cross told me I should be a wedding videographer, so that way I could bring both the life to the party and film the party. That'd be pretty awesome. So if you're planning on getting married, yo, give me a call. I'll do it cheap if you're a friend of mine. If you're not, I'll still do it, but it won't be as cheap. Just maybe $100, $200. I really don't care. I like filming. I can edit it. I can add memes to your wedding video, especially to you veterans who are all part of the meme war. It's pretty interesting. Butterflies are cannibals. They eat caterpillars. But wait. Don't butterflies go around and eat nectar and collect it and all that, kind of like bees? Yes, but they can also eat caterpillars. They are literal cannibals. It's pretty amazing.
That's insane. I actually didn't know that.
The turtle can breathe out of its butt. I'm dead serious. It can breathe in and out with its butt. Like, see, here's the water. Here's your turtle, right? Turtle's in. Here's its butt. It's breathing. You can't drown a turtle if you're just holding in the upper half. You gotta shove the whole thing down in. Same thing with the Oreo cookie. That's the only time I've really come close to drowning. Don't ask about the drowning turtles thing.
Perfectly timed.
A very small percentage of static on televisions is actually radioactive renaissance from the Big Bang that happened 13 years ago, if the theory is held to be true. The theory of the Big Bang being true. You know Jack Black, and he was really old in Goosebumps. It's really been a long time, a long road for Jack Black, and you know he's getting older, but did you know both of his parents were rocket scientists? I'm not kidding. Both of his parents, rocket scientists, gave birth to a comedic genius. I'm a comedic genius, and my mom's a self-employed painter, and my dad works at a fiberglass factory. It's amazing how these geniuses are born. Anytime, come up to me, I'll give you a joke. Anytime, okay? If I have a joke for you, I'm there. I'm there for you if you need to laugh, if you need to be happy. I'm here to talk, just like a Gazorpian. That's also a Rick and Morty reference, just saying. The pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes. So you're just kind of, you know, if you have two pigs and, you know, they're making bacon, like, I can just imagine just oink, oink, wee, 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 for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes later.
30 minutes of a freaking pig orgasm.
It was amazing.
Velociraptors were slightly bigger than chickens. Boy, that's pretty cool. A pencil has the potential to draw a line 38 miles long. There is a species of jellyfish known as the Turritopus nutricula. I believe I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but it is immortal. It cannot die. It is an actual creature that can't die from natural causes. It won't die of old age. See ya. Well, thank you for joining me with some cool facts again. Wait, hang on. What was that? The horseshoe crab has eyes on its tails. I guess now I've seen everything. I'm done. Suicide's the only option now.
That pig orgasm one was incredible though.
Did you know when the bee mates, okay, so when the male bee reaches its orgasm, its testicles explode and it dies.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.